data is tablet data. So I really prefer to you to have some basic statistical ideas on to do some kind of tabular analysis with statistics. And okay, so for that, today I'm going to discuss some concepts about NumPy, and after that, okay, we have tables, pandas, tables, data, and from data analysis, it's done. Okay, the interesting thing is no one cares about this. Really boring to see the raw number data. I mean, the output analysis. So for that, we have to use data visualization. Okay, in the first slide, first class, if you remember, the really crucial point from the data scientist point of view is one of the really crucial point I can say is data visualization. How can you create amazing data visualization? So that is most important. So today, after that, I'm going to talk about data visualization with Python. Okay, basic concepts with Python. So now, my student actually, she is giving to you a very basic introduction about NumPy, and after that, I will continue with data visualization with Python. So Lavanya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So don't go for the according to you, but don't go for too much mathematics. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Am I audible to you, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, all. Let me start with NumPy. NumPy is a very basic data frame used in Python.
Are you
It
sharing your
basically
screen?
deals. Hello, ma. Hello, sir.
Are you sharing your screen?
No, sir.
No.
I shared it now, sir. Is that visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. NumPy basically deals with the numerical part of Python. Everyone in the meeting, do you know about lists in Python?
Yeah, I think so. They learn actually from the list concept.
Okay, let us practice some things in list.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let me start with a variable initialized with list. May I know the difference between array and the list? Can anyone say that? Anyone in the meeting? Can you explain me the difference between list and array?
Anyone? Let guys make it a little bit interactive kind of thing. Okay. Don't just okay. Your opinion. Just what is the list and what is the array?
Okay. Okay, let me tell you what is the difference between list and array. Main difference between array and list is you can use different data types in lists, whereas you cannot use different data types in arrays. Because when you use arrays, you have to use whether numericals or either characters or strings. You cannot use multiple data types in a single array, right? In list, you can use different data types. That is the main advantage of list from array. And NumPy is an extension to the list. Okay. In list, we can use multiple dimensional arrays, but it will take much time and it is complex using list. So we will switch to NumPy. Okay. And I'm using Google Colab notebooks in Chrome. So you need not install NumPy. Here you can directly import NumPy as a variable. starting with NumPy, importing NumPy as NP, and with the basics, now NP is an object for us. So using NP, I will do operations on the arrays. Okay. NumPy is a kind of array, but it is a faster than array. Okay. So basically, NumPy deals with binary. Basically deals with the binary forms. That means if we give 1, 2, 3, this means I initialize the array. Okay, NumPy A with 1, 2, 3, and the array consists of 1 row and 3 columns. Right. The same way, it is by default it will save it as int 64 byte. Okay. Is that clear? If you have any queries, just ask me in mail.
Yeah, you can carry on. I think they have some idea about byte and all these things. But if you have guys, if you have any questions, what is byte, and you can raise. But I don't know. But yeah, you can carry on with that.
By default, it will save as 64 bytes. That means like this in 64 bytes. Whether we want to save it in into 32, that means 32 bytes, we can mention D type. Okay.
I have a question. Okay, okay, why? I mean, why I have to change the byte size? What exactly, or how exactly it is useful if you change the byte?
Sir, it means it will take a lesser memory and it will work faster than the original one. That means the default one, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So,
So
do you guys understand? Actually, if you increase the byte size, it is faster. Yeah.
faster, and also in some like IP addresses or something, we need particularly 32-bit number, so that we can prefer 32-bit over 64 one, right?
Yeah.
In some IP like IP addresses has 32 bits, especially that means it has a constraint like it must have 32 bits, right, sir?
Yeah, it must have.
So we can mention 32 type int for that. So I'm declaring a, I mean I'm assigning a variable a with NumPy. With I have an array of 1, 2, 3. That means it has 1 row and 3 columns, right? And an array B with float values. You can use any data types in NumPy, but only numericals. You cannot use characters or strings, tokens or anything. And what is one thing that is advantages of NumPy over list? It is faster and it is simpler to use. It has many data frames inbuilt and functions you can use on it. So let's start with the coding. So if you have a NumPy like what does this mean? Means it has an array of 3 rows and 4 columns. It has an array of 6 rows and 5 columns. You can directly multiply this way. Since it doesn't have any values, it is showing error, but you can multiply this way. That means yeah. Whereas in list, you cannot multiply this. Okay. It has a function called n dimensions. That means then it will return the number of rows in the numpy. Same way to the B. The shape in numpy means the rows by columns. What does that mean? Rank of matrix. No. D.data type returns the data type of the array. Same. I didn't mention any data type to the B array, so it defaultly takes int float 64. And what does this mean? This is the array, right? For this numpy, the item size is 4. What does that mean? For each element, it takes 4 bits, right? If I mention it as int 32, that means it takes 32 bytes for each element in the numpy. That means 8-bit. Okay, 4 bytes each, right? So this returns 4 bytes. N bytes returns the total memory size of A. That means there are 3 elements in A numpy and 4 bytes each. So this returns 12 bytes. It will be better if you note all these functions. Item size returns the memory size of each element. N bytes return the memory size of the element numpy A, and size of A returns the number of elements in A. Any doubts up to now? Hello?
I think, yeah, you can carry on.
Okay. And now accessing and changing specific elements or rows in NumPy. So let us initialize an array A with this element. That means two rows and 7 columns, right? To get a specific element, as usual, what we'll use in array or list, we can use indexing in NumPy as well. So 1 and 5. First list and then fifth 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 13. It returns 13. Actually, this element is used for slicing. So if you mention it will return to run the program. Sir, usually what do you use to run the program?
Actually, I run generally from my command prompt. I have a Linux system. Yeah.
Linux system, sir. Okay. This can be used on Chrome, sir.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. For me, it's not a problem whether it is
Okay,
Chrome
sir.
or that's not the difference.
Okay, sir. So this is the starting one, and this is the ending number. So what did I mention here is to start from element 2 and to end with the last element in the 0th row. That means in 0th row, I started from second element. That means 0, 1, 2, from 3 to last ones. That means -1 from here to here. It brings the values between the second one and the last one. To get a specified column, uh, use option in row 1 and row element and give the specific column and the column name. So this is another way to read the numpy. This is the starting index, this is the ending index, and this is the step size. Step size means after how many elements you like to print. That means from starting element. This is a starting element and this is the ending element. -1 means the ending element. Let us give 6. Okay. This is the row I am accessing. So from starting element to the ending element, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the last element, and I am reading from first element. And a step size of 3 means from here it will print the third element, 1, 2, 3. So from 5. If you give step size as 4, it will print this way. Step size as 1, all elements. Okay. You can change the values in NumPy as well.
Guys, did you observe it is quite a little? It is quite different from the normal basic Python slicing. So it is quite different. In pandas, also, did you observe that the slicing is a little bit different from pandas? So it won't start from the 0. Indexing is start from the 0, and the reverse indexing is from different ways. So here is in NumPy also, it is quite different. Yeah, remember this point.
So you can use reverse indexing as well.
Mm.
So from -2 means this is -1 and this is -2. So between, so let's take from starting index. So what did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Could you explain the same thing again in detailed way, like for a layman point of view, the same
Sure, sir.
the numbers? So yeah.
So this is the starting index and this is the ending index. The middle one is the ending index, and the step size means the number of elements you want to skip. Right, sir?
Mm.
I can give it like 3 or 4 or 5. The number of elements you wanted to skip. From I gave the starting index from 0. So starting from 1, I have to skip 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. Third element will be printed, and then if I have let me take a bigger one, like so I have taken a bigger one from here. So from this first row, I have started from I have started from 0th element and then ended with last but one. That means I have ended from up to here. Up to there, with 3 step size, it will print the array, right? From 1, the third element from the starting one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, from 1, we have to go for 3 steps, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth element prints out, and then next 1, 2, 3, and then seventh element prints out, right? Is that clear, sir? Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah, correct.
So you are saying that it will skip to
The step size we mentioned, sir. If we mention 2, it will skip 2. That means if you give a step size of 2, that means it will jump 1 literal cell. That means if we start from 1, it will jump from 2 and then print 3, and then jump 4 and then print 5, like that, sir. 2 jumps from 1 to 2, 1 jump, and 2 to 3, 1 jump.
Okay.
So it
Thank
prints
you.
3 and then 2 jumps again. It prints 5, like that,
Yeah.
sir. Just as an increment operator
Okay.
in for loop. And we can also change the values. So this is the array, right? This is the array, right? So 1 and 5, what does that mean? First row, fifth one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 13 will be changed as 20, right? So it is changed as 20. And what does this mean? This means we have selected second column. That means this one. 3 and 10, right? 3 and 10 will be changed as 1 and 2. And coming to the 3D one, NumPy is nothing but list, nested list. That's it, right? Did anyone observe that?
Yeah. What is nested list, guys? Anyone can describe, give you a definition? What is
I
nested
think
list?
lists inside list.
Okay, yeah, list
Yeah,
inside
exactly.
list. Yeah.
So same as in 2D array, we can retrieve elements based on index. So 0th column again. Here number of frames, rows, and columns. That means it is a 3D array. Same as we do in 2D, we can retrieve elements in 3D as well. So 0th frame, that means this one. This one is selected, right? In the first one, that means this is 0 row, this is first row, right? This is first row, and this one is selected, and then first element. That means 0 is for 0th index 3 comes, and for first index 4 comes, right? So 4 is returned. And this is the main part we have to discuss in NumPy. We can work out with matrices here, initializing zeros with all with the array. So if you use zeros function, it will initialize the array with zeros. Okay, same as uh, same as that we can use ones as well. This full means it will fill the array with the number we mentioned. If we give it as 100, it will fill as 100. Full like means anyone remembered A here? What is A? We have used it here, right? Yeah, here. This is array A, right? What I'm saying is same as array A. Same as array A, I want to fill the array with 4. That means whatever rows and columns are there in A, same as that, same as the order, it will print here. That means we can save it here with in B. Okay. And random integer is used to pick any random variables. That may be an int or anything. So this is the number of rows and this is the number of columns. And here we are mentioning
Can you please explain this random again? NP dot. We are using a random here.
this is the syntax of random decimal values. Okay. So when you mention the order, that means the array you would like to have is 4 rows and 2 columns, right? I'm giving this way. You can give any order you can like. It will randomly make gives any decimal value, right? Just remember the first one 9927, right? When you give when you run another one, it will give a random decimal value.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any random decimal value.
Yeah.
You can give any anything, but it will change when you run it again.
And
The same decimal values you won't get it.
okay.
3-dimensional or 4-dimensional, anything. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So when you want to give any integer values, you can mention the range also. So I have given from 4 to 8. It will give a size of 3 by 3 dimensional array with any random values between 4 and 8. Let me give -8. Okay, it will select any random value between this values. Did anyone know about computer networks? That means they'll use this randint in computer networks when collision occurs. Uh, um, okay, it is an application in computer networks. So this is an identity matrix. Only one integer is given. Can anyone tell me why only one integer is given? Order means 2, right? Hello?
And an identity matrix has equal number of rows and columns.
Yeah, an identity matrix is a by default a square matrix. So you need not mention rows and columns separately again, right? So one integer is enough. So if you give it as 7 by 7 matrix, if you give input as 7, that means it is a 7 by 7 matrix, right? So you can repeat an array using repeat function. It will repeat it 3 times. If you want to more, you can repeat it any number of times. You can this access is used to mention if you like to have this as a number of rows or in form of columns or rows. If access is 0, it will save as number of rows, right? If access is 1, it will save as the same column. Okay. Learning this will be boring, but there are many applications using this. You can change values in a matrix. So I just initialized an array of ones with output. And what did I do is replace the matrix inside matrix with this matrix. That means replace the inside matrix of output with Z. So what did I do? Initialize the output matrix with ones and then initialize the input matrix as zeros and then I changed the middle value to 9, right? And what did I do? I selected the first row and first column. And up to how much? This is the one I selected. This one. Right? I will change it to Z. Is there any confusion here? Anyone?
I didn't get the last one actually.
Okay. I have selected the first row. That means here, this one. Up to the last but one. That means I have selected up to this. So it will be selected up to this. That means these 3 rows. This one.
Okay.
And that is the rows I selected and columns from here to this one. From here to this one. I have selected these rows, these columns, right? And these rows, these 3 1. What is in common? The middle square matrix, 3 by 3 square matrix is same, right? I will exchange that square matrix with Z. That means I have replaced this square matrix in place of this one.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now is that clear?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, copying of arrays. That means in Python you can directly initialize or assign any value to any value, right? But if you copy arrays, it will be a bit problem. When you copy directly A to this, if you change, let me. So what did I do? I initialized an array A and then initialized it to B, a variable B. That means now B will have the array of 1, 2, 3, right? And I am changing the first element to 100. And if you print B and A, the value in A will also be changed. If you want to, you don't want to change the values in A, then you can use this one, right? A dot copy. So if you change values in B, it won't be reflected in A. So this is another function in NumPy. So what can you do further is you can use arithmetic operations on an NumPy directly. When you use A plus 2, 2 is added to all the elements in the array. Minus 2, that means 2 is subtracted, and A star 2 means 2 is multiplied to all the elements in array. Divided by 2 means it will be A is divided by 2. And you can add A and B directly. And let me know what is this function. Can anyone say me what is this function? Double star in Python.
To the power of
Exponential.
Yeah. Double star is used as power. That means you can use instead of this symbol, right? So when you start, that means it will return a to the power of 3. That means it will return cube root, right? A to the power of 3, right? And what is this symbol? Can you say me what is this symbol used for? Hello?
Divided ceiling.
Guys, I told you last class in my basic Python class.
Just a second, sir. Yeah, it is a power of 3. And what is this? So let me know what is this. What does the double slash returns?
Integer division.
remainder.
Yes. Someone said.
Floor division.
Yeah, it is floor division. Okay. You may know, you might have known all these things, right? And cos A returns cos of these values. These values, right? Cos 1, cos 2, cos 3, and so on.
Hey, Morgan.
And it is very useful in linear algebra. You can directly use functions on matrices. Finding date is a finding multiplication between two matrices is a bit complex one, right? You can use a function and it will directly return you the value. And this is the one we use. Matmul is used for multiplying two matrices. Okay. And
Generally in
I
Python,
just
it is a little bit difficult, but yeah, with NumPy, it is quite little bit
very
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
And determinant can be found by this function line align dot det. That means it will start from the first line. If you have something like something like 3, 4, 5. What does this just means? It will start with starting line and then find determinant. Okay. And it is used in statistics to find minimum, maximum, sum. You must have known all this, right?
Mm.
I just initialized an array and minimum of stats returns the minimum value in the stats. Maximum value returns I have given it row wise, right? So in this row, the maximum is 3, and in this row, the maximum is 6. So it returns 3 and 6. In column, that means 1 and 4. What is the sum? 1 and 4 is 5. 2 and 5 is 7. 3 and 6 is 9. So you can do the operations easily. So actually pandas is built over this NumPy. How do you use panda? That multi-dimensional data, right? Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
So this is the building block of pandas. Using NumPy, pandas is built. And in pandas, you will use multi-dimensional arrays to retrieve data and to do like data science is one of the applications of NumPy. And you need not by heart this code, just learning it will be easy. You have to remember what to use for what, like that. That's it, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lavanya. Guys, do you want to be a break after this numerical things?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Ritesh, can I continue? Maybe I need. Is it okay if I continue? Maybe half an hour, something like that.
I think let's ask the participants if they want to sit for another half an hour, because yeah, I think probably you still have some time, right? So 10, 15,
Yeah.
maybe 10, 15 minutes extra. I think they'll
Okay.
will be okay. But if people
Okay.
want to leave, they could.
Ritesh, what is the lab session today? What are the timings for lab session? 4, right? 4?
3. It starts at 3.
Okay. Okay. 3. Okay. 3 o'clock it starts.
Yeah.
Probably 1 second. Let me check my schedule. 3 o'clock means for my time, I have my radio show around 1 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys, if possible, yeah, I will continue now. And if possible, I will take. Is it okay with Ritesh in the lab session? Can I take some time for this data visualization?
Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
Okay, because tomorrow, fully, I would like to dedicate with matplotlib. So we won't finish it one hour. It may lead the basic data visualization. So I want to give. I want to cover some part of Seaborn today. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Uh, you're saying confusion. It's a little bit doubtful or something. Okay.
No, no,
Uh,
please go ahead. Please go ahead.
okay. 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 Let me share my screen. Guys, now till now you have seen all these things, right? So believe me, you are slowly moving from linguistics to data science. Okay, as I explained in earlier. So just do you think that now I am going to explain a few concepts about data visualization with Python. Can I say one my true experience? If someone asks me to do some data visualization with Python, I don't prefer that one. So it is my personal opinion. I prefer R in data visualization because the graphics are really 3D visualization effects are really good in R compared to Python. Okay, but people are using Python for data visualization as well. So, do you think what is data visualization? Any different? Can anyone give some kind of a definition or something explanation about data visualization? What is data visualization? What is it?
Um, representation of data in plots or charts, maybe.
Yeah. Why you need data visualization? Why? Because people with the data. Yeah. Anyone? Someone is saying something.
No,
Okay.
so I was saying it makes things easier. I mean,
Ah.
when you see numbers and when you see
Mhm.
graphs, I mean, there's a difference in the. I mean, it gives. Yeah, it's right. It gives a clear idea about any
Yeah.
progress or anything that you want to mark.
Yeah, exactly. So the basic factor is data visualization is for easy, comprehensible, and reduced to understanding of this tables and blah blah blah, new numbers and all these things, right? So that's why data visualization is really useful. So in data science, data visualization plays a crucial role because people can't understand if you are working with terabytes of data or something like that. So that's why. Uh, so, for example, there is a product, okay, vaccination, where it started, how many people are using this vaccination. So, if you want to visualize in data, okay, we have to use data visualization. If you provide some tables and okay, in America today we have 7 million vaccination or something, it may not be really very difficult to remember. Okay, so data visualization. That's why most of the companies are using this data visualization. So I am explaining this concept, this slide, not in the only context of Python. It is a common for any R or Python or any other data visualization libraries. So here, most of the thing is for the first thing is explore new patterns and reveals hidden patterns. So for example, if you are working with a medical domain and data science, so do you know that why this Cambridge vaccine, when they are testing, they got some kind of bad results. Do you know why? What is the reason? They are testing each and every one. They tested on a person who belongs to some kind of the DNA sequence is quite different. So they have seen a new DNA sequence in that particular guy. That's why it was failed. So generally, is it possible to predict all the DNA sequences? So it is very difficult actually for life science department. They have to spend huge money to find these things. So that's why it will explore some kind of a new sequences from the data. Okay. So there are some other factors identifying the relationship between data points. So now yesterday we have seen two different kind of tables. Okay. So what is the relationship between these two tables? Okay. Such kind of things. Okay. In the similar way, you can see Indian English and American English. What is the difference between these two English, Indian English and American English? If I ask a linguist, so he will explain some kind of theoretical things. Okay. So, but if you ask a data scientist, he will show with some kind of data visualization things. Like data visualization means don't think that opening mouth and phonetic kind of study, but he will take each and every phoneme and you will compare with the corpora. Okay, you will compare with, okay, in this pronounce, this word, this phoneme is occurring in English, Indian English like this. In the pronunciation is like this. The frequency is like this. In American English, the pronunciation is like this. Okay, like that, it is possible to do data visualization for linguistics point of view. And at the same time, if you take this big data concept, so remember one thing: whenever I am using data or big data, don't think that this only tables. Even you can think your linguistics data, your literature, your poems, your novels, okay, your historical documents. All these things are into data, big data or anything. Okay, such kind of things. Even we can do amazing stuff in historical connectivity. Probably I will show you a simple data visualization of some kind of anthropological connectivity data. So why we get this? Well, first thing is clarity. We can see that the second thing is accuracy. The third thing is efficiency. So what is clarity? So if you see this data visualization, you can make some kind of conclusion. So with this conclusion, we can get accurate some results. For example, now yesterday onwards, euro rate is coming down because, can you guess any guess why? Since yesterday the euro rate is a little bit down, because they found a new virus in UK, in Europe. So suddenly that's why there's a that's why the euro rate is getting down. Okay, one second. Okay, so there are different kind of parameters which, based on the parameters and other circumstances, we can get some kind of clarity on the time series. So that is also possible with this data visualization. And efficiency. So efficiency in the sense, if we have some kind of data, yesterday I have shown you, right, first time, is it possible to detect whether this letter is written by male or female? Is it possible to detect whether your girlfriend is really loving to you or not? Is it possible to detect whether your wife is really respecting you or not? Okay, well, I am saying wife. Maybe maybe if there are any feminist people, excuse me for that. Okay, so it is also possible. Everything comes under with data. Okay, so I am going to. I have 13 slides, but I don't want to waste my time with this. Okay, data visualization factors. Let's skip it. Yeah. So we in Python, if you want to use data visualization, there are many really useful libraries. Most of the people at the movement, they are using matplotlib. Okay. At the same time, there are other libraries as well. But actually, in this syllabus today, we have only matplotlib and Seaborn. So matplotlib, I prefer to take one full day. So by tomorrow, and I am going to explain a Seaborn today about this one. So actually, Seaborn is a little bit advanced than matplotlib. There are a few drawbacks to overcome that. They released this Seaborn. So this is actually ggplot. It is, see, you can see how you are visualizing some geodata kind of things. So this is also very nice library, advanced library. But we can find pretty interesting tutorials in internet. And patchwork, it is also good thing. And Google data visualization. Okay, this is also possible. So if, for example, in Google Charts, you can visualize where you can extract some APIs. Like there are some Google API. API means it is application where you can call any kind of, you can crawl the data from the Google server. Okay, this is the basic Python libraries packages for data visualization. So my question here is actually, okay, is it only for these plots and all these things are only for is it what you are seeing now? Are you seeing some kind of two? Yeah. So you can see we did some kind of data visualization on Mahabharata. This is also purely data visualization. The methods are same. Even if it is a tabular data, if it's a text data, a little bit different. So you have to parse the text data in different way. But don't think that, oh, what is data science? What is data visualization? Is it only for tables and mathematics and blah blah blah? It is not for me. Not my cup of soup. Something. Don't think like that. Okay. Even if we did some kind of data visualization on Mahabharata text. Okay. Semiotic analysis with data visualization. So just I'm showing, I am skipping this thing. So basic networks, yeah, possible networks. So here we are using the linguistics actually. Person, I mentioned earlier a lot in my first class. Person nouns are really important in data science and digital world. Okay. So this is actually a method, extract the data, mathematical model. And let me, yeah. So you can see here how one entity, one person is connected to another person. So do you think like that we can do some kind of a data visualization from now? This is actually on Oliver Helwig. Actually, he is the guy. Okay, he is a German guy who did Indology studies Sanskrit. Okay, but he is the guy who developed according to me, the first Sanskrit OCR. He's a master student. Now I think he completed his PhD. He came to me to do Sanskrit OCR. I asked him, what is your background? He said that you don't know anything programming. Okay. He sit exactly 6 months, no pieces work, nothing, just he learned Java program. If you Google for his name in, if you Google his name, Oliver Helwig Sanskrit OCR, you really, we have to appreciate a non-computational guy developed a Sanskrit OCR. Or initially, before the neural network comes into the picture, University of Heidelberg, while the library, while they are converting text into scanned image into text, they have been using this tool only. Okay, so you can see if I ask a person how many times, whether it is, I think this is from Sanskrit Mahabharata. If I ask a person how many times each and every line repeats. Okay, you might have you seen any Sanskrit Mahabharata text written by Valmiki? So there are different kind of stanzas, right? Each and every stanza contain generally 4 lines. They used to combine 2. So we splitted that into 4 lines. So can you imagine some lines repeats again and again. So that actually repetition we can see with this type of data visualization. At the same time, one number is connected to another. One line. One line is connected to another line. Okay, how the connectivity within this Mahabharata. Okay, this is how data visualization really helpful. Okay, guys, I will ask you a question. Okay, what is this your perception? If I said Mahabharata, what is your idea? Is it war or peace or what kind of theme behind that? What kind of theme do you get in your brain? Don't say Draupadi. Do you think like that? Actually, most of the Mahabharata is talking about peace and talking about dharma, these concepts. So we can visualize that thing from Mahabharata. Even actually in my Facebook, we did a really nice data visualization on this thing. How many times this Krishna talked to Karna? How many times? What might be the topic between Krishna and Karna? Is it war or something? What is the topic between Draupadi and Dharmaraja? How many times they talk each other in dialogues? So we did such kind. If you ask some person, it is very difficult, right? How many times in Shakespeare novel one character talked about another character? What might be what is the topic between these two characters? Is it business or something? So we can analyze all these things with Python. At the same time, if you analyze, if you make a list of conclusions, it may not be useful to many people. For that, we are using data visualization to see, to understand what might be the topic. Okay, so this is the our model for topic modeling. Okay, and topic modeling, we after we have to do some kind of data visualization. Okay, so now let's start with this. What you are seeing, are you seeing some kind of where is it? Yeah, this one. Can you see some kind of linguistics something? Is it right? What you are seeing? Are you seeing my? This is a. Can you see my paper? Oxford General.
No, sir. We are
No.
seeing your PPT actually, the Google
Oh.
Viz slide.
Okay. Okay. Let me. I think I have to share again. Okay. Now I am bringing this to their share. Okay. Yeah, this is one of our paper published in last. I have shown you, right? Digital humanities, some anthropological thing. So you have to do some kind of data visualization. How person names or place names, technical terms, how it occur each and every edition. This is 77,000 pages. So if you want to do in this document, in this edition, person names occurrences frequencies like this, something like that. Okay, if you want to do such kind of edition studies, data visualization, you have to have Python or R. Okay, it is pretty easy. If you ask a person, it is very difficult to understand these concepts. So as I mentioned earlier, you can do some kind of one entity and second entity. For Ritesh is sitting in Delhi, I am sitting in here. What is the relationship between me and Ritesh? So we can do a nice graph-based data visualization from the internet. So for that also, whether it is a text data, whether it is a internet data or anything, so the concepts, the libraries are common. By using them, you can do some kind of data visualization stuff. Okay. This is done. Okay, let me, after that, I want to show you the code. Yeah, so for that, mostly we have Python and R. So people are, frankly speaking, most of the people are using Python because they are good in one language. So they are continuing the Python. But if you want to produce a three-dimensional effective data visualization things, in my personal opinion, R is really better than Python. But in this, in the context, we are going to discuss about Python data visualization. Within the Python, I explained earlier, most frequently used data visualization tool is Matplotlib. Okay, it is really good and vast user community for Matplotlib, but there are some kind of drawbacks. So to overcome this, I mean, tomorrow you will understand all the concepts, basic concept about Matplotlib and data visualization. What happened to me? So today, after that, there are a few drawbacks in Matplotlib. So that's why they released Seaborn. Okay, Seaborn is basically it is actually a statistical data visualization library. Even you can work for tables, or even you can work for if you have some kind of novels, and if you have some kind of any kind of data, you can use generating by some kind of statistical tables from data. So you can use this one, Seaborn, as a data visualization concept, data visualization tool. So it is not a tool. Actually, you can say that it is a some like Matplotlib. 1 second, wait, I don't know. Okay. So I am going to start a brief uh, introduction about Seaborn. Of course, for at the moment, I think mostly in the linguistics part of data, you can deal with matplotlib. Seaborn is not really required that much, I guess. Okay. So why I'm for before I think before going to start this thing, I would like to show you two images. Okay, let me know which one do you like the most. Okay, among these two, which looks like really clear, nice. Which one?
Lower.
Why? Okay, plenty of time, so don't. I don't want. So that's it. Let's start it. So in Python, most easier way to do some kind of data visualization is matplotlib and 2D plotting library. These two are really pretty easy, but Seaborn is a little bit difficult. It is not really difficult, but compared to these two, Seaborn is a little bit, I can say, complex kind of thing to do some kind of data visualization from that. Okay, so while you are using matplotlib for the effect of colors and at the same time for the effect of generating different kind of models, there are some kind of drawbacks, and machine is a little bit slow while you are running terabytes of data. So that's why to overcome this, Python community released a new library which is called as Seaborn. Okay, so if you see here, you can see actually one more thing is Seaborn addressing and plotting functionality is really powerful. This part actually most important. That's why people really preferring to use Seaborn while you are doing deep statistical analysis. Okay. So this is how it works out. You can see this. This is matplotlib. Okay, tomorrow you are going to I'm going to explain you how this matplotlib is going to work. So it is a common phenomenon where you can import matplotlib as PLT and import pandas and thing. Okay, I am not at all importing Seaborn in here. Okay, the data is similar. Everything is same. I am doing the same data visualization, but this is from matplotlib and this is from Seaborn. So this, let's see if you want to see the data, CSV. I am running that from GitHub data. This is actually some kind of a bill, okay, and tip and sex, smoker, daytime, and other zones, okay. So when it is a hotel data. So yesterday someone asked me how the CSV file look like. So CSV file is look like this. So you can see each and every value is separated by comma, and the strings, the words that are tagged with some kind of quote marks, okay. This is how the CS file look like. So it is pretty easy and to Python libraries to read. We can convert the same thing in a table format in XML, Excel sheet as well. But if it is a CSV, it is pretty easy to read it and very faster than running with through other formats, I guess. So what I'm doing is, this is in Panda. Okay, I am using matplotlib and I'm doing some kind of subplots and blah blah blah. Don't forget about this. Tomorrow we are going to I'm going to explain how this matplotlib is going to work out. So, but if you compare this one, the code size is also 1 or 2 lines less. Okay, this is how Seaborn works out. Actually, here also we are importing matplotlib. Okay, because we are using matplotlib, and somehow where the effectiveness is there, the visualization factors are really good. That part we are using the Seaborn. So that's why we are importing Seaborn as well. So I am creating a variable here. I am uploading into the data into this particular variable. So from that, it is very straightforward, right? Create a while point kind of thing. So from the thing, it is from the data it is reading, and it is generating some kind of total based on the total bill. We are generating the plotting thing. So finally, we are going to see that plotting thing. So, but you can see here, it is pretty, yeah, of course, the conclusions are same. The conclusions are same. The results are, both images are explaining the same thing, but it is pretty clear and pretty effective to compare to Matplotlib. Okay, so how to load that data to the constructing such plot? If you want to load some kind of data, so for example, when you are working with Seaborn, you can either use one of the built-in data sets, okay, one of the built-in data sets that the library itself has, and you may use otherwise as well pandas data frames as well to upload the data into Seaborn. So how can we load a built-in Seaborn data sets? We have a simple inbuilt function which is in Seaborn, which is called as load data set. Load data set. I have, you can see here I used here load data set. This is the inbuilt function which can help to load that the data set into a Seaborn. So simple thing: import necessary libraries, import Seaborn as Seaborn, import MATLAB plot, okay, and after that I'm creating the iris and uploading iris dataset. Iris is a simple data sets. Look at iris dataset. You can Google it. Okay, I am uploading the same data set into this variable. So this is you have to understand how we can so you have to understand how we can use this load data set in Seaborn. After that, you can see within the data different kind of data differentiations you can see from this one, from based on the length, okay, the X and Y bars, and based on from the iris data, X pattern and Y pattern. So how the next thing is how we can see this Seaborn plots. If you are using data, how you after that how you can see this Seaborn thing. Actually, here you should remember it is somewhat first. Actually, in this presentation, first I am showing you why we need Seaborn rather than MATLAB. So in this showing Seaborn plots, by displaying the Seaborn plots, is really attractive compared to MATLAB. So everyone knows that actually Matplotlib still underlines in Seaborn, no doubt about that. Actually, which means that the anatomy of the plotting style, okay, the anatomy of the plotting style is mostly adopted from the MATLAB, but it is a little bit turned as attractive and flexible and faster. These three things they have implemented in Seaborn, but the skeleton is similar in both the way. Even though here we are using to see show Seaborn plots, we are using plot.show. The same thing we are using in MATLAB as well. But while you are running it in a Seaborn, its functionality is a little bit faster and accurate. Okay, is it clear? Do you have any questions up to here? You can see the code is different. It's very simple. It is actually, in fact, 1, 2, 3, 3 lines code only. Okay. Here also you can see it is 1, 2, 3, 3 lines. This forget about this import matplot and import Seaborn. Forget about that. How to inject, how to load the data, how to create different kind of plots, and how to show. Only 3 steps. Here is also the similar thing. Load, okay, construct some kind of plots, and show this thing. But here the showing is different. That is based on the different parameters you are parsing it. Based on that, you are you are utilizing this data showing. Okay, so you can see plot show. I am using the plot show. Don't worry, this is not a really considerable error. There is, I think, my lab. This is my Windows machine. Generally, I use Linux. This is a little bit older version of this thing. That's why it is showing this thing. So plot show, I have explained to see this thing. I think I have used the same thing in previous code as well. So remember one thing here. That's why I mentioned in this above code chunk. Yeah, in this above code, in this code chunk, whenever you are working with built-in Seaborn dataset and you create a factor plot with it, okay. Actually, a factor plot always it categorically plotted. It is categorically plotted. Okay, within this case, actually within this scenario, within this case, we can give here different kind of classifications. We can see class, survived, sex, data. So it is actually a Titanic kind of data, and length. All this information we can. There is actually a specific tutorial. Probably I will send the link in to you. What kind of parameters you can pass it? Okay, in factorial part. So you can see if you read by reading that link, you can understand all this information over here from this thing. Yeah, this is it is actually if a factorial plot is nothing but a categorical plot. Okay, in this case, I can say this is also a simple bar plot. Huh? So I think I don't want to, guys, is it okay if I stop it here or can I continue? Someone?
Uh,
You can message me at least if you are shy. Or...
it's depend on participants' choice if they
Okay.
can this time or in the lab session.
Okay. Can anyone elect me? I always think that it is always a nice idea rather than writing the coding skills, understanding the coding skills. Probably is it right time to ask? If you have anyone has interest how this piece of code is working, can anyone tell? Anyone? Anyone?
So in this code, maybe I am just trying, not sure.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Don't say that not sure answer. Try yourself. It is pretty easy.
Yeah.
You can. I am sure you can. Yeah.
So in this code, we are first importing matplotlib.
Okay.
And we are importing Seaborn. Then we are loading the data with this Titanic dataset. Then we are using this function and giving all the argument class, survived, sex.
Yeah.
And this data is equal to Titanic, kind is equal to means the type of bar graph.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then these are the parameters which I am not very sure about that. So we are giving the parameters to the function, and then we are writing the like plot dot show, which means it's showing the plot.
Yeah. Did you observe actually? I imported matplotlib. Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
my data, just I don't want to load it into matplot or something. I loaded into I imported
Seaborn.
Seaborn as a sans, and I loaded data into sans. Okay.
Yes.
But whenever your compiler is reading this part, okay, for this part actually, it is using matplotlib libraries function. If it is taken to understand basic level, I want to say it is taking support from the matplotlib in second line. Okay, that's what we should remember, that actually factorial plot is basically comes from matplotlib. Okay, but to make it a effective way, to make it to actually this thing is we are running, this thing is connecting to this part second line, set up the factorial part. So that's why our first you may feel that, oh, where if you didn't observe this thing, okay, SN, you are loading the data into Seaborn, people may get, okay, he downloaded matplotlib and Seaborn, where how Seaborn is related to this thing, everything is similar to matplotlib. So this part actually, if this plays actually input Seaborn importing a SNS, this is plays a really crucial role, and here it is also so important here. Okay, probably I will stop it here, and uh, I sent already a few exercises today morning to Ritesh. Try to practice them, and if it is okay with you, just message me. I will come and uh, go a little bit further with Seaborn, and tomorrow you will see. I think it takes at least 1 hour or 1.5 hours about matplotlib. Tomorrow, I think my student is coming now to me to discuss about this matplotlib. So tomorrow we will develop. I will explain you about matplotlib and all these things.
Sir, so in the lab session, you'll be talking more about Seaborn today, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you have other jobs, carry on with your jobs. Tomorrow I will see. I will see. If you want to
No,
talk about
sir.
little.
We anyways attend the lab session, so.
Okay. Yeah, I think I won't take much time, 60 minutes or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. See you later. Okay. Ritish, are you there?
Yeah, Ganesh, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think it's good. Let's meet in the lab session then.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we could finish this session then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay then. See you later. Thank you.